What's up, y'all? I'm AJ Franklin.
And I'm Quas Frazier.
And we want to welcome you.
You said wanna.
I'm AJ Franklin.
And I'm Quas Frazier.
And we
I
welcome.
didn't even say my name right.
You won't say your name right.
Go ahead, go.
I'm AJ Franklin.
And I'm Quas Frazier.
And we welcome you to the Wright Path.
Quas Frazier. I'm director of the Wright Path, cinematographer, editor, visual effects artist. I don't know. And action.
The Wright Path is a story of Darren Wright. It's about a young, overzealous cop in the NYPD. He just made detective. Him and his partner, Paul Medina, are investigating a string of small armed robberies. And by accident and coincidence, they stumble across a big case. Now, Medina's apprehensive, but Detective Wright, being the person he is, he just has to take it. So the story is about them taking that case.
So what's the problem?
The problem is, we made Detective 8 months ago, yet Lane has us out here looking for purse snatchers like we're fresh out the fucking academy.
Yo, you got a serious problem with patience. How's Vic?
Couple scrapes and bruises. She in a hot fall. She'll in.
James Brickhouse. I play Sergeant Green.
Make sure you girls have that report on the lieutenant's desk by the morning.
Copy that, sir.
Roger.
Well, he basically is, he's a overseer of things, and he try to make sure that everyone's going on the right path. Try to keep things in order.
Look into it. Thanks, Richie. Wait, I'm not looking at life now, right?
My name is Robert Scott Abrams, and I play the role of Richie. To tell you a little bit more about Richie and the role of him, he's a petty thief. He's a drug addict. He does whatever he can to get by and get his next fix, whether it's, doesn't care who he hurts or what gets him in the way. He's kind of finicky and just needs to get his next fix, and that's all he knows how to do.
Average talk? We're following the lead of a junkie, and I have average talk. Where do you come up with this shit?
I don't know. You tell me.
My name is Joe Ramos, and I am portraying Detective Paul Medina in the Wright Path movie.
Can you believe this shit?
The garage. Yeah, the garage.
I am a mediator for Detective Wright, simply because he's very bold in his decision making and tends to not really care of the outcome. Best way to explain it, Detective Wright is like a kite, and I'm the tail. I stabilize the kite. The only problem with this kite is like to fly in a fucking thunderstorm. So it's I'm along for the ride whether I like it or not. And 9 out of 10 times it's a shocking experience.
You're a third-grade detective for 8 months, and you think you can recommend something in this precinct? You're lucky you're not down there working property with old man Fletcher. He only sees daylight on his days off. Now get your wet behind the ears self out of my office and get me my report, or you'll be sitting right next to Fletcher. My name is Patricia M. Lawrence, and I play Lieutenant Nancy Lane. Little mess you left here, huh? What do I like the most about my character? I think what I like about Lieutenant Lane is that she does not suffer fools gladly. She is a hard-bitten veteran police lieutenant.
What's your last line before Ruger comes in?
Before Ruger comes in is what?
What? Alright. Once y'all hear him say what, I want y'all to walk in and say what. Give it a beat. 3-second beat. And then start walking in. You gotta be leading the way.
Sarcastic one.
It's like a exactly, it's a sarcastic one. Alright.
My name is Mike Taverna, and I'm playing the role of Joey Manzella.
Come on, Joey. Really? What?
Ruga! You should have told me you was stopping by. I'd tell you to bring some of that money you're making over there. My role in The Wright Path is kind of a typical approach of a no-good gangster with a little bit of a street twist to him, where he does what he's got to do to get whatever means necessary done, and he don't care who he hurts in the way.
The cinematographer getting the look together was pretty easy. It was like, you know, we knew we didn't want anything that looked bad. So, and we knew we was in heavy competition with other shows, other people doing their thing. So, you know, we wanted to make sure we had a good look and something that was really like TV quality. Being an indie film, you have to wear a lot of hats. You really have to be able to direct. You have to be a cinematographer. You have to be an editor. You have to be a visual effects expert. You have to be able to touch as many facets of this.
Go for gold. This game is sold, never told, never shall I fall.
My name is Anjanette Pinkston, and I play Patty Wright in The Wright Path.
Hey, Ma.
Well, hello, stranger. I haven't spoken to you in a couple of weeks, and this is the type of greeting I get. Patty Wright is in a strange relationship with her son, Darren Wright. I mean, they love each other, but the communication between the two is awkward.
How did The Wright Path come about? The Wright Path came about from a random thought that I had and the urge to want to play a police officer. It actually started as Detective Wright. It wasn't The Wright Path. And, you know, sent the first draft of the script over to Quaz and told me it was whack, basically, and unrealistic.
No, I mean,
he didn't tell me it was whack.
Yeah.
But he said let's fix it up. You know, it was a nice way of him telling me it was whack.
It's how to set up sound also, so it's like, I don't have to sit there with him and do that shit. Yeah, I think.
Alright, let's do this shit. That's how it came about. You know, I sent him the first draft, and it was called Detective Wright. The story was super unrealistic. Super unrealistic. I don't even think I had a real plot. Like,
I think your plot was just to be a cop. That was just it.
I think that was it. It wasn't a big goal.
It wasn't a goal.
It wasn't a big goal with it. I just wanted to play a cop. You know what I'm saying? And Quaz came and he was like, hold on, let's think about this. Slow down for a second. Let's think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's set a goal. You know what I mean? Let's set an agenda, and you know, the base of the story is, all right, we can work with this.
The filming process was a lot of fun. I remember the first day of filming, it was my first day meeting everybody, so I was a little bit nervous, but excited to see how it all went down. Getting the lines and everything right on camera. Then by the second and third day of shooting, it was a little bit more, it was like the chase stunt scene, so it was a little bit more energy. It was a lot of fun. I loved that. I felt like Tom Cruise.
It's awesome. So many wonderful people, so many great ideas. You know, the fact that you don't know how every shoot's gonna go, but that's just where creativity comes in, because now we have to use our ingenuity, you know, and kind of like bring the backyard to life, you know, like when we were kids.
The filming process for this film was top notch. I really can't ask for anything more from professionalism, from just overall professional behind the scenes and with your fellow cast members. Just, I mean, I can't put into words how much of a pleasure it was for me to be a part of this movie.
Set on a typical day for me was stressful. I was playing the lead role, but I was also a producer, and you know, there's only a limited amount of producers producer, so he had to handle a lot of logistical things.
Typical day on the set of the Wright Path was a workout. So it was real, you know. My various sound guys sweating, me sweating, actors sweating. It was that, you know.
Working on set was fun and it was stressful. I usually prepared the night before, going over my lines, my scenes for the next day, but also being an executive producer, I had to prepare in a lot of other ways too, so that made a lot of things difficult. But I never felt like I didn't have support because my team was always there, you know what I'm saying? They were always there in a supportive role, so I always felt like it was going to work out, but it was some really stressful days.
Oh, man. It's the second time you did this shit to me, man.
Action. Everybody freeze! I want to see hands! Hands!
I don't know what it is with you guys. You monkeys think you can walk into my establishment demanding things?
Fuck you, cocksucker.
No, fuck you, motherfucker. Where's your warrant? Wow.
Down. You're standing there still. Boom, boom, you did. But you're gonna shoot at bum bum. You're gonna look at the money though. You're gonna look at all the bricks and the money when it's paid. Look at Ikea. Fuck. So fuck. Bang, 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 bang. Grab the money. I'm out. I'm gone. That's how you exit. She dead. Grab nothing. A couple bricks is more money. You look at her because that's your people.
That's what I did.
My
name is Damian Times, and I play Ruger.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. Looking at him, you're over here. You gotta make it over here. Letting it go between them. Bam!
Okay.
Bam, bam!
I love Quaz. Like, I've been on numerous sets. I've been around numerous directors. Like, I love how he is. He's straight to the business. And then he gets to we could do the formalities and all that later. I just like how he's solid when it comes to work. And he's gonna do it regardless to how long it takes or how many different takes he's gonna do it. He wanna see his vision as clear as he got it. And I really love that about him.
You gotta just say your line. Just say your line at that. Looking out for the little people. Action!
Well, I'll be damned. Look at my baby brother Chase. Looking after the little people. I'm proud of you, kiddo.
Everybody freeze! I want to see hands! Hands to him, motherfucker! Drop it!
Who do you monkeys think you are coming into my establishment making orders?
Fuck you, cocksucker! Hands up!
Fuck you, motherfucker! Where's your warrant?
Just shut your mouth and put your hands behind your head!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good.
Working with Quaz, man. Let me break this down for you. Quaz is a man of very few words, but that's because he is the artist behind it all, man. Like you just see him sometimes in the corner and he's really not saying much and you don't know what he's going through. You don't know if he's thinking like, oh, that was shit or that was good. But in reality, he's just sitting there saying, this is how I want to do it. This is how you want it. And as soon as he says action, he just lets you know exactly what is expected of you, and it's translated so well to the cast. Like any actor really wishes that most directors are so artistically to the point to the people they're working with than the way Quaz is. Quaz is like right to the money, man. That's a fact, bro. You're an artist, bro. My bro.
I got a whole box.
Front.
Like not so far though. Like yeah.
The points that I really wanted to touch on while writing it was one of ambition, and really illustrating how one's ambition can be both a blessing and a curse. It could lead to great things or it could lead to bad things depending on how you go about your process and what signs you take. I also wanted to touch on relationships, and you see that between the relationship between Wright and Della.
My name is Fortuna Gebrselassie, and I'm playing Della Ruth.
So Alan proposed to Tiffany today.
That's nice.
Darren, I want to get married.
So Della Ruth is Detective Wright's girlfriend. They've been together for a while, and she just opened up her first art gallery. Yeah, and she's ready to take it to the next level. She loves Wright a lot, and they're a good match.
That marriage conversation is a real conversation that couples have, you know what I mean? And so I really wanted to touch on real life situations between couples. And another thing I wanted to touch on was friendship, which was the reason why I wanted Wright and Medina to appear so close. It was really more than just them being partners. They're really best friends. They really have each other's back. You know what I'm saying? So those were the three main points I really wanted to touch on. You ready?
Ready.
Let's do this.
When I first read the script and I tried to blend my character in with Wright's, I knew that it wasn't going to happen until we blocked everything in face to face, because it's kind of hard to gauge how your counterpart on film is going to react and feed off your energy, so you just want to make sure that you guys complement each other, and you're mutually cooperative instead of exclusive.
The points that I wanted to touch on while writing Wright Path with AJ Franklin is just the life that a detective would have besides being actually on the force while they work, and the home life, their relationships and things of that nature.
Yeah, AJ was great to work with. Like every time from the beginning when I first got the call from AJ, I remember it was my day off, and I was set up and he was explaining who he was, and I was all excited. And then even from working over the phone with him, he was very helpful. On set, he just made me more of a confident actor, and that's really what I appreciated a lot about him.
AJ Franklin, he's the glue. He's the glue of this project, man. If it wasn't for him, this project wouldn't be in existence, man. From his transparency, from the day he casted me, everything he told me about the film, all that was expected and more he gave. He's the heartbeat to this project. If anything goes with this project, it's because of AJ, no doubt about it.
AJ Franklin, working with him, he was an awesome writer and producer, and he's just a well-rounded guy. He was awesome. You get along with him, and he thank you for everything that you do for him. So he's a great person.
It was a pleasure to work with an actor that took their craft really seriously. Also, they was willing to also learn and understand that they still had another level that they could achieve, and it was beyond their craft. It was just another level in just being a filmmaker, and he was willing to take on that whole journey.
For me, this whole film industry and making a film, I look at it almost like war, like you're going to battle, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a real adventure, you know what I mean? It's a real mission that you're on, and I can't think of a better person that I would want to go into battle with, to actually accomplish a mission than Quaz. I was really wet behind the ears, pause, with this whole situation. I didn't, like you heard, I didn't even have a goal initially for what I wanted to do with this film, you know what I'm saying? a year ago, I was just an actor. After messing with Quaz and him showing me the ropes, showing me and teaching me things that people go to school for 4, 6, 8 years, get bachelor degrees, master degrees for, getting a crash course in the game and all of that. So if in a year's time, I went from being an actor to a filmmaker, and that, the value on that is priceless.
If you want to see dope stuff like my thing is Belly, you know, like those type of budgets don't happen unless, you know,
people contribute.
Yeah, like those type of things don't happen. Like even the guys that put together Money and Balance, like things like that don't happen unless, you know, you got your supporters and they come through for you. So
it's important.
It's important.
And you know, we hope now that you've seen our film and hopefully you enjoyed it, that, you know, maybe if we do a part 2, which would complete the story, maybe you can help support us so we can make this happen. I know you want us.
Not maybe shit. They better. Nah, just please, you know.
Yeah, support us. You know what I mean? Like it's going to a good cause. You see the quality. You see the quality of what we do. We want to pay our actors this time. You know what I'm saying?
We don't want to pay them pizza.
Yeah, we don't want to pay them pizza. Like we don't want to
pay them pizza. We was paying our actors pizza and water.
We did not promote a healthy lifestyle during this film process.
No, Dunkin', we paid them donuts, pizza, and water.
And Gatorade.
Yeah, we did have Gatorade.
Most days. Towards the end, we didn't have Gatorade no more.
You know what I'm saying?
We didn't have that privilege. On the last day, we had little sandwich rolls, so that was cool.
Yeah. Took them joints home.
Yeah, that was gross.
That's how it be, y'all. It be like that, man, and that's what it is. And just want to thank y'all for watching The Wright Path.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Boss Frazier.
AJ Franklin.
I think we got it. Yeah, that's the one. Put in that work just now. I know everybody's going to say the same thing. The day that AJ was chasing the perp, I mean, he asked for this. I said, he said, yo, I want to do an action film. I'm like, you for real, eh? Yo, I'm going to lose some weight. You know that. Let's do it. Got out there that day. Yeah, he gave me 2 good takes. 2. He looked like Emmett Smith out there.
Oh my gosh. You would think that he was chasing the perp for days or then, and then to jump over that fence.
3rd one. I ain't gonna do it to my man like that, but y'all know what it is.
That was a moment you should, everyone should see, and you see it too. That's a funny moment.
There was a part where the car comes right up to the curb, right before it jumps it. And Medina, played by Joe Ramos, is supposed to jump out. This man keeps jumping out the car, but forgetting to close the door. So he's getting frustrated. Everybody's laughing, but nobody's saying nothing because we can see that Joe's getting frustrated. So on this last take, we do it, and Joe jumps out the car and begins to run and falls. And the way he falls is just hilarious. It'll be in the blooper reel. Make sure you check that out.